Hey everybody, welcome to Thanksgiving week. I thought this week I would just make some videos of what we're doing to prepare for Thanksgiving at our house. So this is our first Thanksgiving at our new house, and it's going to be simple and just my children and Campbell, and we're going to do just our classic meal. So I thought I'd just kind of document it along the way and show you the finished product on the table on Thursday, which is the day you're going to be watching this video, hopefully. So the first thing I'm going to do today, it's early in the morning on Tuesday. And what time is it, Hannah?
7:23.
7:23. And we've already had breakfast. And so the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to bake some sweet potatoes for my yearly favorite of sweet potato casserole. It's the only time of the year that I make it. It's not exactly a healthy dish. And then also this week I'm going to get a head start on some cranberry salad and dressing, chicken and dressing. And I'm going to make, probably not ahead of time, maybe Thursday, pecan pie. Is that it?
And then I'm going to make on Thursday... Hello. I'm going to make on Thursday green bean casserole and apple streusel. Is that it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're going to get a head start this week because we want to be able to watch the parade, Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade on Thursday morning and not have a busy, exhausting day Thursday. So our plan is to make several things, prep them, put them in the fridge to cook them at the last minute. I lost track of time, busy with stuff. They've been in here for not quite an hour, so they're definitely done.
What you up to, Mom?
I am getting ready to make the sweet potato casserole. I'm gonna just mix it up. So I'm getting all my ingredients ready, and I still have to scoop the sweet potatoes out of their jackets. So in my recipe, I've done this before. I try to make it a little healthier than it actually is if you follow the recipe exactly. It takes 2 sticks of butter and a whole lot of sugar. So I'm going to cut the butter in half and maybe reduce the sugar a little bit. This should be pretty easy because I cooked them to death. They're very, oh shoot. So my goal here is I'm aiming for at least 4 cups of the sweet potatoes once I start mashing them. If I have more, that's perfectly fine with me. I'm happy for there to be more. If I have more, I don't necessarily increase the other ingredients. It just ends up being a little stronger of sweet potato than all of the butter and sugar and stuff. So I mixed everything up in my dish, and if y'all are interested, I'll put the recipes in our video description. So I'm just going to put it in here. I'm doing this a couple days ahead, so after this I'm going to freeze it or refrigerate it until I'm ready to cook it on Thursday. One of the things I'm going to do to help myself save time for cooking day is I'm going to go ahead and measure out my toppings and put them in a bag so that when I'm ready to cook it, I just have to sprinkle it on there. get my bag open big enough. In the fridge it goes. Yes. What's going on out here? I'm sneaking in a little bitty face shave right on the front porch. Perfect.
So bath time. You're such a good girl.
Grab the.
But I'm having to hold this.
No, grab the.
Okay.
What is that called? The knot.
Okay.
The knot.
I'm holding it.
Okay. Kind of tight, and so then you're just gonna go over there and grab it.
How come?
I do it this way actually. I go.
Okay, you see, you've moved your string.
It is Wednesday morning, and Jessica just finished her breakfast, and I'm making me some oatmeal and toast. Today we're going to be, my goal for today is to mix up the dressing and get it in the fridge so that I can cook it tomorrow. But to make the dressing, I've got to cook some chicken. I need to chop onions and celery, gather all my ingredients. So I'm not really looking forward to it, but once I get rolling, I'll be fine with it. Other than that, we'll probably also film a few videos today. Campbell's coming over today, and I don't know, we'll see how the day unfolds.
All right. What you up to now?
I'm gonna get ready to chop up stuff for the dressing. I'm particularly missing our, what you call it?
Food processor?
Food processor, yes.
We've got that little chopper.
Yeah, but
It's just not as good.
but we'll be replacing our food processor here soon.
More vegetables. What's up?
So I've got some chicken that I'm going to boil to use the chicken, but also I need the chicken stock. And then I've got all my bread out here that I'm going to crumble and use for the bread for the dressing. I've cut up my celery and onion, so I just have a couple more things to get out. It calls for parsley, but I know somebody that doesn't want parsley.
That's me.
But I'm not a little bit. Not a little bit. Salt and pepper, poultry seasoning, 2 eggs.
What's first?
Well, the easy thing, since I've got this chopped, I'm gonna break up the bread. Pardon me.
Are you doing something really crazy?
Yes, I decided to use this to. It's not.
Maybe
work.
not. Do it again.
If I can.
You can't see it on camera.
If I keep it down in there, I think it'll be all right. I mainly want to break up the crust of the cornbread. I think I've got to break it up into little pieces and then stick it down in there. So
Daryl said he likes this method.
let me try this again. So what I'm aiming for here is I'm aiming for approximately 6 cups of breadcrumbs. So specifically in my grandmother's recipe, which is my mother's recipe too, it calls for cornbread, biscuits, and loaf bread, which I'm out of. And so we're going to use a keto bun as our loaf bread.
Wow, me. I didn't have the video on and I thought I did. So recap. I said, oh, it looks like 6 cups. And Mom said, no, it's not 6 cups. There's spaces. And she said, maybe I should make some cornbread. And then I said, oh, it's not on.
I also said it's hard to crumble a keto bun. So I'm giving it a little assistance. Okay. That was not a good idea. I don't recommend. We'll see if it's not packed in there for me trying to use that crazy thing. If it's 6 cups. I kind of feel like I want to make more cornbread. I'm afraid it's not going to taste like cornbread dressing.
It's not quite 6.
And
it's like 5 cups.
And I've got a small
Do it.
thingy. So anyway,
Small thingy.
okay.
Time out on the dressing.
This is my tiny little bitty cornbread, or not cornbread, iron skillet. Little bitty iron skillet. It's going to be so little, I don't even know if I can put all of the mix in there, but anyway, it'll be just what I need, I hope. Wouldn't it be crazy if I made this and it still wasn't enough?
That would be pretty crazy.
It'd be pretty irritating, but
But hey, you fit all the batter in there.
I did. All right. We'll know in about 15 minutes. That's not good enough. The dishwasher is clean.
All right, tiny cornbread update.
Looks good.
It does. Woo! The cutest tiny cornbread I've ever seen.
So I'll have to let that cool off before I try to crumble it. All right, I'm going to add in the broth I've been stewing over there. I don't know what you call it. Probably not stewing, but
Brewing?
brewing, stewing, boiling, cooking.
Making.
I think I was stewing some chicken, boiling chicken, making broth.
Boiling chicken.
I think it can handle one more scoopful of broth. Because I remember seeing Granny's broth being a little, her mixture being a little more liquidy than that before she cooked it. I don't think I've ever watched Monty make hers.
Granny's broth.
What?
No, that was just funny to say. Granny's broth.
I miss her. I know you do, darling. All right. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more in it.
Well,
There might be some dressing on it.
Heck yeah, I am. Are you so excited about it?
A double recipe.
No, just a single recipe. Single. Okay. Now I'm gonna add
vegetables.
the onion and celery that I mixed up. Sauteed.
Roast beef.
I did mix it up while I sauteed it.
Is it a single, like, enough for leftovers?
I think so, and if it's not, we'll just have to make another batch. All right, I've got what chicken I'm gonna put in the pan. Marlo, cut it out.
Sorry, I hurt my ankle.
I've got the dressing mixture except for the egg. I've been waiting on it to cool off before I add the egg in. So I'm about to do that and spread it in the pan and put it in the fridge. Here we go. So I added more and more chicken broth because I just kept thinking it wasn't the right texture. We'll see.
Yay. I'm excited. This is one of my favorite things to eat. at Thanksgiving.
It's 3:03 p.m. and I am working on laying out the ingredients for the next thing I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make a cranberry salad. It's gonna have whole berry cranberry sauce. It's 2 packs of raspberry jello and the rind of an orange and sugar and nuts. Half a cup of nuts. Oh, and pineapple. Some pineapple. This looks like maybe too much pineapple. It says a small can. I need to see how much a small can is.
Now, what you working on?
Now I'm getting ready to work on supper because I think, let's see how long it has to cook. It's going to cook for about 40 minutes and it's going to take me a little bit to put it together. And we got to get it done early because we need to have dinner early because there's some other stuff going on. So that's what I'm doing.
All right, it's about time to get started in here.
So I'm about to make a chicken pot pie before I make the cranberry salad. All right, Jessica does not like chicken pot pie, so she's having garlic chicken pasta. Full of good vegetables, broccoli, carrots, and corn. That's chicken and pasta. You like that? Mm-hmm. Good.
Are you coming to help us?
You need help?
Well,
We can't order.
the stream is accidentally vertical instead of horizontal.
This is what happened last time.
Yeah. And there's no buttons. But so I guess we're just gonna leave it. Good morning.
Good morning. It is 6:50. And I've walked with Zoe this morning, made coffee, fed Jessica, started my breakfast, put clothes from the washroom to the dryer, and starting a new load. I'm gonna take these to my room to fold, and then come back and finish my breakfast and drink my coffee. For breakfast this morning, I'm trying to make kind of a high protein breakfast. I've got a protein bun, an egg, some bacon, and I am making some potato patties to go with it. I did add an egg. We had some leftover mashed potatoes that were so good. So I'm making some potatoes for Hannah and me and Jessica if she wants to come back in here and have any. So I'm hoping to get nice and full this morning and just have a little snack at lunchtime so I'm nice and hungry for our early Thanksgiving dinner.
What you into?
It is time to make pecan pie.
I just noticed your shirt.
I need to change. I had it on for a different video I was working on. Butter splattering everywhere. I may be most excited about this pie.
You've been craving it.
I have. You know, this recipe says a dash of salt, but it doesn't say where to add it or anything. But I think I'll just put a dash in here because apparently I'm supposed to. And you know, I got out the vanilla thinking, that's not a dash. Thinking it was going to have vanilla in it, but it doesn't. It's a 2:30 update. Here's what's happening. Hannah's got her ingredients out for her dessert. She's gonna make an apple streusel. She made one in October and everybody absolutely loved it. I've got my sweet potatoes ready for the oven. I've got my dressing ready for the oven. I've got a pecan pie in the oven. Hannah's got her green bean casserole ready for the oven. Our oven's going to be busy here pretty soon. We've got our table partially ready. So we opened it up, so we needed to turn it around to make room to get around it easier. We've got dishes drying in the dishwasher to finish setting our table. Hannah said, "Dadgummit, blah." So my pecan pie is not cooking correctly. It's still real jiggly, and it's been 30 minutes. And so I've moved it from this oven that I don't know very well and I don't trust to my trusty little oven because I need the big oven, and I just put the dressing in the big oven, and then I've got to get my sweet potatoes ready. I'm going to stick that in the big oven, and Hannah's going to get the green beans and put them somewhere, and then we got to put this roll somewhere. So we thought we were doing so great, but now the pie's throwing everything off. Marlo's here.
Yay. We are doing so great.
How did your dessert making go?
It went perfectly fine. I'm a little nervous about that though. I'm a little nervous about that because it was a little bit too easy.
What else happened?
Oh, I was rinsing off the baking dish and I accidentally dropped it and threw it against the glass, and the glass shattered everywhere in the kitchen. And then I thought I cleaned it all up, but I didn't, and I stepped on a piece of glass and tracked blood everywhere. Thanksgiving.
Thanks for watching. Happy Thanksgiving.